So when I first started watching Enola Holmes, I'll admit I was not into this movie. But by the end of the movie, I did enjoy it. Let's get into it. Enola Holmes is a 2020 mystery that is currently on Netflix. The movie is directed by Harry Bradbeer, and the film stars Millie Bobby Brown as Enola Holmes, Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes, Sam Cleffin as Mycroft Holmes. And the plot of this movie is, when searching for her missing mother, intrepid teen Enola Holmes uses her sleuthing skills to outsmart Big Brother Sherlock and help a runaway lord. So the story starts out with us meeting our main character, Enola Holmes, who's played by Millie Bobby Brown, and she's the younger sister of Sherlock Holmes. Now, up until this point, Enola's life has been full of education. Her mom's been really just teaching her all sorts of different subjects and wants Enola educated. We find out that Enola's mom has disappeared, and this prompts her brothers to return for the first time in years. She has two brothers, Mycroft Holmes and Sherlock Holmes. Mycroft wants to send Enola away to finishing school to become more of a lady, while Sherlock doesn't really have a stance on it. Sherlock is just not really close to Enola at all. And this prompts Enola to kind of decide to run away and figure out everything on her own. She wants answers and wants to find out where her mom disappeared to. While on her adventure, she meets a boy named Tewksbury, and the two slowly become friends. He's also on the run, and he's in danger. So what did I enjoy about this movie? One, I'll have to say, number one is going to be Millie Bobby Brown's performance as Enola Holmes. I think she did a great job in this role. Now, I'm so used to Millie Bobby Brown playing Eleven on Stranger Things, and this is definitely a completely different role for her, and I thought it was very refreshing to see her in something new, and as the lead. Now, Enola Holmes, her character herself, is very charming, she's really smart, and funny, and I think Millie Bobby Brown did a great job bringing this character to life, and she sold Enola Holmes for me. So I think she did a great job playing this character and just overall starring in this movie. Also, I enjoyed Enola's relationship with Tewksbury. Now, I like that the two bonded over pretty much having family issues, and I would say that both the actors had a lot of chemistry together and were really cute together, and I really enjoyed their scenes together. And I feel like the young teenagers will love these two characters together as well. Also, I will say that I did enjoy Enola's relationship with her brothers. She's not close with her brothers at all. Mycroft, she hasn't seen in years, and I thought it was funny and interesting that she hasn't seen him in years, but when he does come back, he is so opinionated on what she needs to do with her life and how she's going to live her life. And I just thought that was funny that he did not listen to anything she wanted at all, even though he doesn't know her at all. So it's just kind of one of those, I guess, family things. Family are going to have opinions, whether you like them or not. And some of them are really strong on how you should live your life. I also enjoyed her relationship with Sherlock. She doesn't have a relationship with Sherlock. They're not close at all, but I did enjoy Henry Cavill and Millie Bobby Brown's scenes together and them getting to know each other and really discovering each other's similarities. And you saw glimmers of potential where you could see that while they're not close, there's so much potential for these two characters to become really close, and they're so much alike. And I really enjoyed their scenes together, and both of them being having that detective bloodline in them. Also, I will say I enjoyed the message in this movie. So the message in this movie is, one of the messages in the movie is, don't listen to what society tells you you're going to be. You need to be whoever you want to be. And you need to find what your purpose is and go for it. And I think that's a great message for kids and teenagers. You should go after what you want to go after. Like, you need to go, it's your life. Whatever makes you happy, go for it. And don't listen to what society tells you. So what didn't I like about this movie? I would say my biggest con of this movie is going to be them breaking the fourth wall. So Millie Bobby Brown's character, Enola, she is constantly talking directly to the camera and talking to the audience. And really, when she's doing this, she's telling you what she's doing. So she's constantly kind of telling the audience, oh, we're doing this now, or we're doing this because of this. And it was just a little bit too much. I think it was a lot better if they just did whatever they needed to do. She didn't have to tell us, every 2 seconds. And I feel like the movie did that a lot, especially in the beginning. And I feel like toward later on in the movie, I feel like they stopped doing that as much. And I enjoyed the movie a lot more once they stopped talking directly to the audience. Or maybe they were still doing it and I just kind of noticed less. But it definitely was annoying at times with them breaking the fourth wall and constantly having to tell the audience what we're doing. We get it. Also, I will say, like I said in the beginning, while I did enjoy this movie, but I definitely was not into this movie as much in the beginning. It wasn't until she decides to leave home and go on the adventure, that's when I started to get into the movie more. In the very beginning, she's just kind of explaining a lot, and it's not until she goes on the adventure and I see her on the adventure that's when I got into the movie. But once I got into it, I did enjoy it throughout going forward. I feel like the initial buy-in, it took me a little bit before I was into the movie. Also, I will say, while I did enjoy this movie, and I think anyone can enjoy this movie to me is definitely probably more suited for like teenagers, I would say. Especially young girls. I would feel like young teenage girls would love this movie. But one thing I will say is, while I do think this is made for teenagers, there's definitely some violent moments in this movie. There's this one character who's trying to pretty much kill Tewksbury, and he's willing to drown them, shoot them, stab them, choke them. So it definitely gets violent at times, and there's some cool fight scenes as well. And me being an adult, I can watch all of that, and it makes the movie more interesting for me. But for maybe little kids or young kids, it might be a little bit too violent for them. So overall, I will say I enjoyed Enola Holmes. I didn't think I was going to, especially in the beginning, but by the end, I was sold, and I'm excited to see what happens with the series. I definitely see that we're going to probably get more movies in the future. So anyone who has Netflix, I definitely recommend this movie. If you do decide to watch Enola Holmes, or if you've already watched it, please let me know what you think. Are you a fan of Enola Holmes? Do you know the books? Also, are you big Sherlock Holmes fans? I know who Sherlock Holmes is. I know he solves mysteries, but I don't really know too much about him other than that. But yeah, please leave your comments below, and if you could, please like this video, and also please subscribe to the channel. If you're liking my reviews, if you're liking my Scream movie updates, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching.